In 2019, the world economy grew at a weaker pace than in the previous year. The expansion rate of international trade and the exchange rate of manufactured goods were almost at a standstill. The year 2019 was characterized by a general slowdown in the economy of the main industrialized countries. Once again, with the exception of China and India, whose growth turned out to be higher than the average of the other countries. Japan remained in stagnation. The United Kingdom was still in difficulty. The United States and the Eurozone slowed down their pace. The performance of the Eurozone was due to the fall reported in all major countries: Germany, France, Spain and Italy. Italy registered the worst outcome, changing from a very weak growth phase to real stagnation. In 2019, the world output of machine tools decreased to less than €73 billion. Asia confirmed to be the first area considering its contribution to the world output of the sector, followed by Europe. Far behind, the Americas. World consumption did not exceed €71 billion. European demand remained stable, whereas the Asian one had a further downturn. Again, a consumption rise was highlighted in the Americas. International trade also recorded a negative performance. In 2019, once again, China was at the top of the world ranking of machine tools manufacturers, ahead of Germany and Japan. Italy ranked fourth, followed by the United States and far behind by South Korea. The top positions in the ranking of the major exporting countries were unchanged. Germany came in first place, followed by Japan and China, which overtook Italy, stealing its historical third position, followed by Taiwan. Considered on the whole, i.e. by adding up the values of machine tools, robots and automation systems, in 2019 the Italian production of the sector decreased to a little more than €6.5 billion. However, if besides the production of machines, we also consider that of parts, tools, numerical controls and services to machines, the economic value of the sector amounts to €9.5 billion. The index of orders showed a negative trend, falling down by 17.9% on a yearly average. Minus 23.9% domestic orders, minus 15.4% foreign orders. A contraction was registered also in domestic consumption, which after 5 years of continuous growth changed its course, penalising both Italian manufacturers and importers. The market share covered by foreign supply remained stable compared with 2018. Exports had a better performance, showing a moderate reduction. The exports output ratio started to grow again. The trade balance went up. The negative performance of the Italian industry of the sector affected the utilization level of production capacity, whose yearly average decreased by more than 2 percentage points. The order portfolio also showed a reduction. In 2019, Italian exports of machine tools only, i.e. excluding robotics and automation, highlighted a downturn compared with the previous year. The trend was positive in the first semester and then worsened in the second part of the year, showing an increasing reduction of sales abroad. The most important market of destination for Italian products were the United States, followed by Germany, China, France and Poland. In 2019, the weight of Italian exports on consumption expressed by the main countries registered moderate changes versus 2018. A slight increase in the Italian export share on consumption in China and in the United States was counterbalanced by a decrease in the demand share in Germany and Brazil. A stronger rise was reported in Russia and India. Italian exports to the countries of the European Union made up 47.5% of the total. In particular, the sales of Made by Italians went down in Germany, Poland and United Kingdom, were stable in Spain and went up in France. Sales to Asia absorbed 20% of total exports. The Asian area was the most interested in the Italian supply after the European Union. Of the total exported to the area, the largest part was destinated for East Asia. A general fall was experienced, whereas only sales to Japan showed an increase. Sales to the Middle East dropped. Again this year, a good trend of exports to South Asia was confirmed, highlighting excellent results in India. A growth was registered also in the deliveries to the ASEAN area. Sales to North America, third destination area for the Made by Italians, covered 16% of total exports. Deliveries to non-EU countries, stable in fourth place in the ranking of destination areas, represented about 10% of the total. Despite the good performance achieved in Brazil, the purchases of Italian machine tools went down in South America, accounting for 2.4% of total exports. The weight of Africa decreased, absorbing 2.5% of the total. The situation was not particularly positive already in 2019, and it became more serious due to the health emergency. With reference to the Italian industry of the sector, all main indicators went down in the first and in the second quarter of 2020. In the period January-June, Italian manufacturers saw their deliveries drop by a third compared with the same period of the previous year. Even production capacity was affected, decreasing further versus the reduction registered in 2019. Orders also fell down. The entrepreneurs' expectations, collected through a restricted survey on a representative sample of enterprises in July, show some positive signs that may indicate the beginning of a trend reversal. Looking forward to the recovery in 2021.